Hey everyone.
Hey.
So we got called out in our garden tour for not introducing ourselves, and we apologize for that. It's difficult when you have the same name to find a way to introduce yourself that doesn't sound silly.
Yeah.
So we're Michael and Michael.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
I'm Michael. He's Michael.
I'm Michael, yeah. So we are in Zone 7A. We actually garden more of a Zone 6 because it does get cold in the winter here. But we wanted to start here in our pond area because look.
The hibiscus is
Oh
like
my goodness.
crazy.
They're beautiful right now. We're not going to be planting here today. We are planting in a rather ugly part of our landscape, which we're working on. We did a video there. It's our driveway bank. Yeah, the hot
and dry.
hot and bad soil. And this is hot and bad soil. So we're going to be planting some beautiful lavender. We do have the start of a hedge. I planted some of this last year thinking, oh, this is not going to make it, but let's try. That's what gardening is, right? You try and you fail, and you try and you succeed, and it actually succeeded. They did very, very well. So we're going to continue the hedge on up our driveway. So we're doing a full lavender hedge today. And then we've got some unique stone that we bought that we're going to go pick up, and we're going to get it planted with a beautiful hydrangea. Hopefully. I think the pot will fit. I didn't quite measure, but we're going to do that today as well. But yeah, let's flip you around and take a look at this hibiscus. Now this hibiscus, this was the end of our garden last year. So where the hibiscus is now, which is right here, was the end of our garden. We didn't have any more soil past that.
We didn't have all this.
No, all of that was not here as of last year. So this spring we had dirt brought in, and we built this from scratch, the entire garden bed with the Super Tunia Vista bubble gum. So at the time, this was at the end, I thought, oh, what a beautiful end cap. It'll be great. We'll plant them side by side and it'll be beautiful. We didn't really think we were going to extend at that point. So now that we've extended, they're stacked one right in front of the other. They're just way too big, and we've added a tree behind them. So it doesn't work. So in the fall, we're going to move them. I hate to do it because they're going to be really, really dug in. They're only a year old, but they're going to get moved in the fall. But let's flip you around and show you what they look like right now, because they're amazing. Y'all just look at this. Like, these are incredible. In the back, we have the Holy Grail Summerific from Proven Winners, and they're just...
It's my favorite.
Oh, it's insane.
I like the dark red.
Yeah, and the foliage is really beautiful. Now, one of the reasons we're moving it is because of the Ruby Falls redbud, which got eaten by the deer on the bottom. She's looking a little ragged right now, but she'll flesh out next year really pretty, I think. That foliage together doesn't work. So this is also getting way too big. It loves this area. These love the wet soil, and this is very wet here. So they've just really gone for it this year. And again, 1 year old. I planted these in the in the summer last year. So they're less than a year old. And so that's the Holy Grail in the back. This is ballet slippers. This is one that I don't know. I'm kind of going between this and the other one for my favorite. I love them both, but look at this right now. So gorgeous, so beautiful. But again, they're stacked one on top of the other, which means you can't see from the front what they're doing. I thought the view was going to be from over here so that you could see them this way and you could see both sets, and we extended, so it didn't work. So what do? You move your plants, right? So we're gonna move these on down.
Probably way down there.
Yeah, we do have a goal. So we'll show you real quickly before we get to the lavender. We do have a goal. I think I mentioned it in our garden tour that we have this El Nino, which, my gosh, the growth. It's just since our tour, it's put on this much more growth, and I think it's gonna get ready to bloom for us. But this is stacked up here because this is all going to be soil. We're going to bring in some more dirt, and we're going to extend this. I think the load that we're bringing in will probably get us to about here. And we're going to bring in the most gorgeous statue that we've ever seen. She's amazing.
A unique stone, of course.
Yes, it is unique stone. We're not going to tell you what it is yet, but we have her on order. She'll be here next spring, so stick around. If you want to see that, please subscribe. Shameless plug entered there. But yeah, we're going to probably put her here, and I think I'm going to do the hibiscus flanking her behind right behind her on either side. So there'll be a prominent view of the hibiscus as well as the statue, which is going to be really great, I think, as long as we can get the soil up this far, because I do want her here so that this is all soil back here so we can plant in this area. And I've got some amazing shrubs already that we're having our stockpile that we're going to put, I think, back here. They're going to be shrubs for winter interest. So we'll have her backdropped from both, well, from all seasons. For all 4 seasons, we'll have her backdrop because she's going to be 4 seasons of interest as well. So we want to make sure that she's prominent. So now that we know, update on my Lyme disease. If you didn't know from our garden tour, if you didn't see that, do have Lyme disease. I'm doing great. I'm almost done with the antibiotic. So that's why I'm covered up again still. For probably another couple weeks, I'll be covered up. But doing great. Thank you for all your well wishes. I appreciate each and every one of you for that. Love your comments, and thank you for sharing your stories with things like that as well. So appreciate that. But now I'm gonna stop yapping. Michael's looking at me like, stop. We're done.
Yeah.
So
He's
let's get
very
to the lavender.
long-winded.
I am. I do tend to go on. But let's get on to the lavender. So we'll take you up there now. I just have to take a moment before we begin to enjoy the breeze. It feels so good. It's so muggy today. Like it's so humid.
Yeah, we're pushing through it.
Yeah, we're trying to get done. The sun is over there now. It will be here very soon.
Yeah, so we're trying to get all of our projects done as quickly as we can before the sun.
Yeah, yeah. So this is what we're dealing with here. These are the plants that I put in last year, and they started just like this. Little 4-inch containers. They were little teeny tiny plants. They've already bloomed once. I've already cut them back. So this is what we're getting out of this amazing plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants. I bought out what they had last year, which is why I kind of didn't continue, but I also wanted to try it. But this is an amazing plant. It will stay silvery blue throughout the entire winter. This is Munstead lavender. I think Munstead gets a bad rap sometimes because it tends to kind of brown out in the center, but if you keep it pruned correctly, it's not going to do that. If you just let it grow wild, yeah, it may get straggly and a little bit ragged, but the pruning is not difficult. All I did is gather this up like a ponytail and chopped it off. That was it. I'll do that again in the spring. So what, twice a year I'm pruning it. I pruned it once in the spring. I did it again after it bloomed, and we'll get another flush of blooms. I'll prune those, well, maybe 3 times a year. I'll probably take those off in the fall and then prune it again in the spring, but not difficult to do. Let's talk a little bit about the Munstead. It grows 15 to 18 inches tall, 12 to 18 inches. Well, it says 12 to 18 inches apart. It's going to get double that size, so at least 2 to 3 feet wide. I won't let this get that big. I'm going to let it grow into a hedge, and then I'm going to leave it be. To separate them, I have a very fancy method of doing so. I use this box, and I just placed it in between the plants. You can see here, that's what I used last year to space them out. You know, this is not a formal hedge. I don't need it to be exact. They're all going to grow together eventually. Even if they don't, I really don't mind the separated plants one bit. I would say this is probably about 18 inches, which is the suggested width. But it's a standard, I mean, this is your standard garden box. You all have these.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it.
The ones you just pick up at the garden center to carry your plants around in.
Yeah, nothing fancy. You don't have to be fancy with that, but all I'm going to do is put it right up next to the other plant, which this one's grown out a bit, so I may have to space it a little bit closer. We'll pop our plant down. I'm going to attempt, I don't know if we can aug this or not. This is really tough soil.
Yeah, well,
like, this is rough.
It's mostly gravel.
It is, and it's very compact. This is our driveway. It's been here for 60 years. So lots of rocks, lots of gravel. We are going to amend with some in-ground garden soil, bag soil. I'm going to biotone. I know a lot of gardeners say don't fertilize your lavender. I don't agree with that. If it works for them, that's great. And for their area, that might be the right thing to do. For your area, it might be the right thing to do. For us, it is not the right thing to do. They need that fertilizer, so I'm going to biotone them in to get their roots nice and healthy. And then I will do another plant tone fertilizer in the spring. They get 1 and that's it, not 2, like most of my other plants. So we're going to do that today. And then we'll take you to show you the unique stone that we bought. So here we go. All right, we've got them spread out. They are 18 inches apart. Word on these as well. They've been sitting in these containers, kind of in the shade, a little bit neglected for 3 months.
Easy.
Oh yeah, we got them in
You got them in
April or May.
Yeah.
Y'all, when plants come out in the spring, I just snatch them up. I'm sure you do the same. Let me know in the comments how big your hoard is, because ours gets out of control in the spring. Sometimes it gets difficult to get to the plants like these. We just haven't been able to get to this project yet until now. So they've suffered a little bit, so they're going to be a little bit worse for wear, but that's okay. Once they get in the ground, make sure they're fertilized, keep them well watered for now. Now these don't like a ton of water. They do want to be watered, so please, when it says drought tolerant, don't just not water them unless they're in an area where you want to do that. They'll do better with a little bit of water. But they're going to be just fine in the ground. They'll grow. Again, those were this size, and they kind of got left as well last season. So we're going to try to aug these holes. Don't know how that's going to work yet. I don't want to wreck my auger, but we'll see how it does, and if not, we'll pull out a pick and shovel. All right, so this is where we started. I did add one at the bottom to fill in between the Russian sage, which, don't mind the weeds. I got to pull all that out. I tried to do some this morning, but I didn't get it all. So we'll fill in between the Russian sage, so that'll connect together. Then we've got our planted plants from last year, and then there we go all the way up the driveway. Now we didn't, I shouldn't have said that. We didn't go all the way up the driveway, and here's why. We have this giant red bud. This has been here since, oh gosh, since I was a kid, so a long time. This will most likely be coming out.
The red bud?
Either this year or next year. It's not doing well, and it's just not happy here anymore. I think it's just reached its age limit. So we may or may not. I don't know yet. We'll see. I know we'll probably get comments saying leave it, but it's just not doing well, and it hasn't for a few years now. We've had to clear out so much dead in it, but we'll see. I mean, if I can keep it, I'll keep it, but it does provide a lot of shade here, which I don't really want. But we went all the way up to just to the tree. So I went to the base of the tree and figured that's going to be a little bit too much shade here, so I left those two. They are going to get morning sun, which just actually popped its head out for a moment, but I don't think it's enough. I may leave those and see how these here do, because these 4 or so probably aren't going to get that much sun either. So I put them a little bit closer together because they may not grow as fast as the others. Also, okay, side note and a double side note. We did decide to plant these. I'm just going to see what they do. I have nowhere else for them to go, and they'll be happier on the ground. I'll take them out if I need to. Second side note, this auger, y'all, look at the rocks it kicked out. And it just kicked them right out of the ground. Like, just took them out like nothing. This is a power planter auger. Props to Power Planter Man. That thing is tough. This is the Laura's Garden Answer Edition 5-inch auger. And man, what a job that did. That was so easy. And I think Jenny from Creekside Nursery has one as well. That's a heavy duty. I think for our kind of soil we need that, because it did kind of scuff up a little bit. But I would like to have the Jennies too, because they have replaceable parts. They have a blade, just so you know, they have a blade that goes here, and you can go to Creekside and see it. This has a blade that goes here, and it has the heavy duty that's replaceable. This one is not replaceable. So if it gets damaged, you can fix it. So I think that's what we're going to need, because this is what we deal with. Y'all, when we talked in an earlier video about our bad ground and soil, this is why. This is exactly what we deal with. We did use the cheap old bag dirt.
Yeah, the star. Is that what it's called?
I
Yeah,
don't know if it's star or
star.
stay green. Y'all let us know in the comments what it is, because we've heard it called both at Lowe's.
Yeah.
I think it's stay green. He thinks it's star green.
The reason we call it cheap old dirt is because
It's cheap old dirt.
it's cheap old dirt, and we tried it. Oh, never mind.
It's just cheap dirt. So we don't use it unless we have to. I mean, in a project like this, it's really not going to matter. It is for in-ground use, so make sure that you're using for that. Also, we did mix in the native soil. So we did about, normally you would want to do a 50-50 blend. We probably did more like 75% of the bag dirt, because this was just all rocks.
It's mostly gravel.
Yeah, it's mostly gravel. It was difficult to actually find native soil. But you do want to do that if you're using any kind of replacement dirt, because if you don't, your plants will not grow out into the native soil and they will be stunted. I did that for years and wondered why my plants didn't perform, and then I figured it out. So be careful with that. I know the breeze is wonderful.
If it would just do this all day, I could work out here all day.
But it won't.
But it won't.
So we've got that done. I'm going to think about these last two. I'm probably going to leave them sitting here for the rest of the day while I think about it. But let's go get our unique stone.
Off we go.
Okay, so we have arrived. Apologies if it's windy. I'm not getting the microphones out because we just want to kind of get this done. This is Foxglove Antiques and Etc. Abingdon, Virginia. This is where we get all of our unique stone. And she has some pretty fantastic stuff here. We are end of the season, so a lot of it is gone for this year, which makes us sad, but there'll be more in the spring. She'll have a fresh order in, but look at all these amazing pieces. I just love this place. These are a wish list item right here. These urns, I love an iron urn. Like, these are incredible. These are sold, but again, wish list item for us. Some really nice things. Love these small little trinkets. The rabbit, we don't have the rabbit yet. Flip you around the other side and I'll show you. This is another wish list item for us. The Galloway. And we probably will have these within the next year. I've got a spot for them now. So we'll see. We'll see. Love the bunny rabbit. And the little boy. Lots and lots of nice things. But let's show you what we have purchased, which is this. The Dory urn. And I think it's large panel base. I think it might be flat panel, but I think it's large panel base. Like, we love a base with our urns because we like the height. We had debated between that and this, which we do have one of these already, and we didn't like it on the base. No. So we just went with the Dory. We do have a Dory as well already, and we have a flat panel already.
In the same colorway.
I keep calling it flat panel. We do have a large panel already in this. Yeah, this is ancient aged, the finish. Now, unique stone comes in tons and tons of finishes, lots of different colors. I love that finial too. Now, I'm going to give you this caveat. Unique stone is not cheap. It is expensive, but it is worth every penny of what you're paying for it. We've loved it. All of it. Like, it's just an amazing product. It will last forever and ever and ever. So anyway, we're going to get this loaded. We're not going to show you that part because it's going to be embarrassing because it's quite heavy, but we're going to get it on the truck and then we'll be back with you when we unload it. Well, we got it here. Now we got to unload it. If you don't have one of these and you want pieces like that, you need this. This is amazing. These things are so heavy.
Yeah. Getting them out of the truck is the hard part.
Yeah. We can get them in the truck at the location because, one, we have help, and two, there's a shelf where we can just back up and just pop it right on the tailgate. But at home, you don't have that option, and we don't have heavy equipment.
No.
We don't have tractors.
Well,
we don't have forklifts.
This is our heaviest piece. It's a hydraulic lift that can, what, I think, 1,000 pounds?
1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And this is from Tractor Supply, no.
For Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight Company. Not the most inexpensive
You can find them on sale for a good price, and that's what we did on ours last year.
Yeah, but it lifts up and down. You can put your stuff on it. You can trolley it where you want it to be, and it's no problem. So we're going to get this stuff out and get it right there where we want it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have it here, again, large piano base, story urn, both in ancient aged, and I have this wonderful plant right here. Now she's looking a little worse for wear. This is Let's Dance Blue Jangles, and she has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blue currently. This is pH dependent, so it could have pink, as you see on the flip side. But they're massive blooms. Like, these are enormous. I think that's gonna look really good in this container, and it fits perfectly. Now, I am gonna plant this up. I'm not gonna do it today. Sorry, I had to adjust the camera. I'm not gonna pot this up today. I am gonna pot it in this container. I'm not gonna leave it in its stand. We're gonna pot it up to give it a little bit more room. It'll probably stay in this container 2 seasons, maybe 3, but probably 2. This is almost full size. This gets 1 to 2 feet tall and wide, so it's already there. I mean, this thing is massive. I could come in and deadhead it now too. I'll probably get more blooms. It is reblooming, although it is a macrophylla. It is a reblooming hydrangea, so it will give you more blooms even if you lose it. We deal with deer, as you know if you've watched the channel, but I think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful piece. This is right on our driveway, right as you come up the drive, so loving this so far. All right, so there you go. He's back. He had to put the trailer away.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be great. Again, these blooms are massive. Like, when this is blooming out next season, or maybe even again this season, because it is putting on, I don't see buds yet. I got new growth. I don't see buds yet. The garden center had chopped it back, so it is putting out new growth, which is wonderful. That's good for us for this season. But anyway, that's it for this one. Our lavender hedge is looking great. We got it all watered in. Everything's looking good. I do have one that's sticking out. I'm looking at it right now and it's driving me crazy. It's sticking out. I can train it to do what I need it to do, I think, but I'll probably end up moving it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll end up digging it up and placing it where it needs to go.
It's driving me crazy, but we'll scoot it back and get it good to go. As always, what are they going to do?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We always appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to our new subscribers as well. We've gained quite a lot over the last few days.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
Yeah, nice to meet you all and get to chat with you a little bit.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. Bye.